How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. Also got to put in the disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So just know when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. So today we're going to be talking about CTRM, Castor Maritime. I'm getting those questions. Dre, it pulled back. Is now the time to buy? So you know what? We're about to get into it with this video. But of course, we got to go over the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below in the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're considering to take a position, I suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing that we're going to be going over is the technical analysis, taking a look at the overall price action. We want to see those areas of support, resistance, and if you decide to take a position right now, is it the most smartest thing to do? I feel this is very key because I don't want any of you FOMOing into a play or catching a falling knife. And then secondly, we're going to be taking a look at the short interest information. We want to know, what is the overall market sentiment for CTRM? Is it negative? Is it positive? Are short sellers really vested in this play? Well, you know what? We're about to find out. And then when all of that is done, of course, I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts. So let's get to it. So we're going to do a technical analysis for CTRM. So let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $2.73, being down 21 cents on the day, percentage-wise 7.14%. On the low, it tested $2.69, and on the high, testing $2.87. So first and foremost, the chart that we're using is the 1-year daily chart. We want to see how it's lining up with our indicators. As we take a look at the RSI down below, it is literally right around 30. So it is in the oversold territory. As you can see, it's definitely been on a downtrend. When we take a look at our indicators, it is below the 100-day, the 200-day, and as well as the 21-day EMA. So as far as for CTRM, I think there's still more room for this stock to actually go down. So as far as what I'm talking about, I want to see it get to the area of around 260. So if we can get to that 260 level, it'll be very interesting to see how well that will hold up. If that area does decide to ever end up breaking, then we want to see how well it can hold up around this 239, 240 level. And that's where I'm going to really say, well, you know what? Maybe I would think about actually getting into a position here. Of course, for CTRM to actually start looking bullish again, it's going to have to reclaim the 21-day EMA here at $3.41 and then actually make that move and start going forward to catching up to the upside. Of course, this is going to be taking quite a bit of time because, as you know, they can continue to expand the fleet, but as far as for the overall market sentiment, it is negative around CTRM. Let's be honest here. And there's also a lot of shorts who are in this play as well. So until we start seeing changes, especially on as far as the market sentiment, then things will start to look bullish again. But I personally do believe there's a lot more downward pressure left for CTRM, so I would not be purchasing any shares at the moment whatsoever. So we're on Fintel. We're going to take a look at the short interest information for CTRM. So as we see here, the short volume ratio is at 27%. So definitely some short squeeze potential here. What does this look like? So out of 6.3 million shares that were traded on Friday, 1.7 million of those shares were actually sold short. Now, if we scroll down, short shares availability is at 1.4 million, updated 27 minutes ago, and the short ball free rate is at 3.98%. Now, if we take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, it has gone down. We can see here on June the 17th, it was at 36.20. Now it's down to 27.22. So it'll be very interesting to see what the updated numbers will be later on in the evening. But I do believe that it will be above 21% and will continue to be that way until the price gets driven down even further. So we already know the overall market sentiment is negative around CTRM. So this is why I would hold off for now in regards to getting into a position or even averaging down. So for my final thoughts for CTRM, I feel like there's still more room to the downside here. Yes, when we took a look at the RSI, it is in the oversold territory. Yes, it's been in a bearish pattern. We know they did the reverse split, but as far as short sellers are concerned, they're still loading up on this stock. So what does this mean? They want to see the price go down even further, and they have been seeing a lot of success with it so far. So if you want to get into a position, then you want to be aware of that. And also, if you want to just get my recommendation on how I feel about it, I don't feel like it's great to actually get into a position right now, and this is why I am not going to be doing it. One thing we also have to understand of the fact, the CEO is very focused on expanding the fleet. He's focused on the company. Doesn't really have too much of a focus or really concerned with shareholders overall in general. So keeping this in mind, you have to realize if you're going to be getting into this play, you want to make sure you're buying it when it's in the oversold territory. And I'm talking about when it's around 25 points here. It's around 30 right now. I feel like it goes to 25 or somewhere inside the 20s, then that'll be an area where I'll consider to add and then ride that momentum all the way back up. That's just my personal opinion. That's my thought on that. Of course, you don't have to go with this advice. This is not financial advice, but this is just how I'm looking at it and from what I've seen in the previous trends. So taking everything that I just said into consideration, just know this is a volatile stock. If you don't have high conviction or you feel like you can't trade this particular play, then don't get into it whatsoever. We know he's going to be expanding the fleet. There's going to be press releases. We've seen, hey, sometimes it has an impact and sometimes it doesn't. And part of the reasons being is because shorts are all over this stock. So you need to be aware of that. So I just wanted to make sure you guys are updated, and I'll be talking to you guys real soon.